Today we're learning some great 80s guitar licks. Let's start right away with this one. This lick belongs to You Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC. This is one of Angus' most legendary solos, and I chose this lick because of its movement. The way he goes from point A to B is a masterclass in pentatonic soloing. It's in G major pentatonic, but you can transpose it anywhere or even steal just a tiny portion of it. Take your time on this section and let the vibratos do their job. That's key to the sound of this lick. Let's continue with a very famous lick. The next lick is from one of those songs that play everywhere in the world. There's almost no chance you haven't heard this song before. The Final Countdown by Europe. It's a classic repetitive lick, but it's so perfectly placed in the solo that it becomes memorable. Norum is one of my all-time favorite players. He may not be as famous as others, but you've definitely heard his playing. Alright, before the next one, I gotta show you this. I'm using the X5A58 wireless system right now. No cable, just a little transmitter and receiver plugged straight into the guitar and the amp. It runs on the 5.8 GHz band, so you don't get interference from Wi-Fi or whatever's going on around you, and the signal is rock solid. Honestly, it feels and sounds exactly like a cable. No lag, no tone loss, and I didn't have to change anything about my tone. In the past, I had nightmares on stage with the bigger wireless brands, but with this one you get around 100 feet of range, and I had 0 dropouts. Battery lasts about 5 hours, charges via USB-C, and it works with all my guitars. It's just plug and play, so just plug it and go. I've been using it on stage for months and it's been flawless, and you'll see it in today's video. If you're tired of dealing with cables, definitely check out the X5A58. Super simple and it just works. Back to the licks, another classic. This is a lick from Tunnel of Love by Dire Straits. This phrase is in the key of F major, D minor. The song has F major chords but ends on D minor, giving it that D Aeolian sound. It's a melancholic solo, but Knopfler phrasing is totally unique, and so is this phrase. This section is tricky, so go slow at first. Here's a faster one. This is a tiny section of the solo from Still of the Night by Whitesnake. John Sykes' technique was in a different league, and this speed picking lick is not only a great example of that, it's also a great speed picking exercise. I guess it's all alternate picking, but it's so fast that only he knows what he actually played. Such a great solo from such an amazing player. John Sykes, man, what a legend. Next one. This is not Slash's most famous solo, but for me it's one of the best. This lick is from the solo of Mr. Brownstone. This section alone, you can steal this part of the solo and use it in so many places. You can also hear Slash influences in this type of lick. Page, Perry, it's all there. It's a killer solo. Next one, this lick is from the solo of Jump from Van Halen's 1984 album. We'll divide this phrase in two. This first section is kind of a sweep picking thing, but Eddie didn't do sweeps, not in a traditional way at least, and still the only way I found to play it and get it somewhat close is to use sweep picking here. And the second section is a beautiful ascending legato sequence that starts fast and ends slowly on the last note of the solo. It's amazing, it's just amazing. Next one, this next lick is from Stevie Ray Vaughan's Texas Flute. It's one of his trademark ideas, the bends, the vibratos, everything is pure Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's one of those classic phrases that show Albert King's influence and that we instantly recognize as a Stevie Ray Vaughan sound. Another fast one, this one is from His Royal Highness of Shred Guitar, Yngwie Malmsteen, from Far Beyond the Sun. I think this phrase put diminished arpeggio sweeps into the vocabulary of modern rock guitar, and that's entirely Yngwie's merit. This is not an easy lick to master, but it's definitely a fun one. Now let's break out the good china because we have a David Gilmour lick. This one's from Learning to Fly, from Pink Floyd's 1987 album A Momentary Lapse of Reason. This is more of a guitar feel between the lyrics, and it's simple but very effective. It embraces the less is more approach, and it's a sweet phrase with nothing but good taste. Another king of modern guitar, this lick belongs to Satch Boogie by Joe Satriani. Some may remember this song for its almost impossible tapping phrases, but Joe's playing Satch Boogie is full of swing and lines like this. This is a great pentatonic lick that you can learn and use in your rock and blues solos at any speed. For some, this may be among the best things Steve Vai ever recorded. This lick is from the solo of Ladies Nite in Buffalo, and it's a signature Vai phrase, one he'd use again in a similar way in the solo of For the Love of God a few years later. This is fast, so start slowly and make sure all the notes are clean and even before speeding up. Now it's time for the exquisite, Brian May's solo on The Miracle by Queen. He's truly singing, there's no other way to put it. I know it sounds cliche, but this solo is pure class. The half-step bends at the end of the solo. Come on. Time to roll out the red carpet. This is a lick by Randy Rhoads from the solo of Mr. Crowley. Here Randy plays a descending pentatonic line. I remember hearing it when I was a teenager in my bedroom, not believing someone could play like that. Years later, I learned the phrase and discovered it was something you can play, but still in my head, this solo is a dream. Does that happen to you? Let me know in the comments. There's no 80s without Iron Maiden, and this lick is from the solo of Power Slave. It combines a melodic first section and then a fast legato part that's not only difficult to play, but it's also quite unusual, and it sounds great. It's one of my favorite Iron Maiden solos. And the last lick is from one of the most amazing and most recorded guitar players of all time, Steve Lukather. And yes, this is a lick from the solo of Rosanna. What else can I say about this solo that hasn't been said? This is a phrasing masterclass. Kids, listen, if you want to become a great guitar player and get gigs, this is the guy that you need to learn from. Mark my words, this is the guy. That's a handful of my favorite 80s licks. If you want part 2, tell me which ones I should include. There are way too many good ones. I recently made a video on the last 100 years of guitar licks. It's right here. I'll see you there.